Hello, my fellow Nigerians. See what is going on now on the issue of extraditing Ekpa from Finland. Extradition impossible. Tinubu's government received bad news over move to extradite embattled Ekpa. See what Finnish officials said. Efforts by the Nigerian government to extradite Ekpa, a separatist leader recently arrested in Finland, have hit a major legal roadblock. General Musa, Nigeria's Chief of Defence Staff, announced the government's determination to bring Ekpa to Nigeria to face terrorism charges. However, Finland's legal framework, consistent with the European Union principles, prohibits the extradition of e-citizens to non-EU countries, leaving Nigeria's plan in jeopardy. Finnish law, like that of many EU nations, ensures stringent protections for citizens against extradition to countries outside the EU or Nordic regions. A Finnish government official confirmed that extraditing Ekpa is not a viable option, citing the absence of an extradition agreement between Finland and Nigeria. This challenge has been further reinforced by Lagos-based legal expert Professor Ogun, who explained, without an extradition treaty, there is no legal foundation to extradite Ekpa. The issue is compounded by Finland's robust laws safeguarding freedom of expression and due process, while Nigerian officials have expressed interest in leveraging Finnish laws that allow for the revocation of citizenship in cases involving severe crimes. This measure is rarely applied and is unlikely to affect Ekpa's case. Nonetheless, the Nigerian government has a potential avenue. Finnish law permits the revocation of citizenship in certain exceptional cases involving serious crimes, though this is unlikely to apply in Ekpa's situation. As the leader of the Eastern Security Network, an ethnic military group, Ekpa was declared wanted by the Nigerian military in March for alleged terrorist activities. Over the past 2 years, he has imposed lockdowns across Nigeria's southeast region through social media directives. Reports indicate that his followers have used violence to enforce the sit-at-home order observed weekly on Mondays in the predominantly Igbo southeastern states. Questions about Nigeria's human rights practices also come into play. In 2021, separatist leader Nnamdi Kanu, holding both British and Nigerian citizens, faced terrorism charges in Nigeria, but escaped to the United Kingdom after being granted bail. Kanu, the head of the indigenous people of Nigeria, of Biafra, was reportedly abducted during a trip to Kenya and brought back to Nigeria through what a court later ruled as extraordinary rendition. Since his return, Kanu has remained in the government detention despite repeated appeals from regional leaders. advocating for his release, while the UK initiated an investigation into his abduction. It has maintained a neutral stance. Finnish authorities revealed last year that they had engaged with their Nigerian counterparts and were sharing information on the matter. He holds dual citizenship of Finland and Nigeria, to the best of my knowledge, which ensures his safety and legal protections in Finland. However, his rights must also be upheld, stated Lena Pivanani, Finland's former ambassador to Nigeria. All actions must comply with Finnish laws, which provides extensive protection for freedom of speech. She added, any evidence collected would play a crucial role in prosecuting Ekpa in Finland. A conviction there would prevent him from facing identical charges in Nigeria due to double jeopardy principles. My brothers and sisters, this is what we are saying, that we have to be careful in what we do and what we say. See what is going on again on the same related issue. So the tinubu receives urgent message after Simon's arrest. You see what is going on. The message is that Tinubu should be careful so that another leader will not raise up in Nigeria. So my brothers and sisters, this is what one of our own is saying, that Tinubu receives an urgent message from Simon Ekpa's arrest. After Simon Ekpa's arrest, told to prevent emergency of a new IPOB leader. Ezechukwu, the chairman of the Forum of National Youth Leaders of all political parties in Nigeria, has called on President Bola Tinubu to address the challenges of restiveness and agitation in Nigeria's southeast region. During an interview on Friday in Abuja, Mr. Chukwu proposed a comprehensive approach, including granting amnesty to members of the indigenous people of Biafra and establishing a development framework akin to measures used to pacify former Niger Delta militants. He suggested that such steps could significantly reduce the current violence and restore peace to the region. My brothers and sisters, tracing the roots of the unrest, Chukwu noted that the movement of the actualization of the sovereign states of Biafra, MASOP, originally highlighted issues of injustice against the Igbo people. IPOB later emerged with similar objectives, further amplifying the agitation. According to him, the agitation for Biafra might not have gained momentum if the Igbo people had been accorded equitable treatment in the social political landscape of Nigeria. I am convinced that if the Igbo are given their due places in the scheme of things, the idea of Biafra agitation wouldn't have arisen in the first place, he stated. You see, this is what we are saying. Mr. Chukwu emphasized the importance of decisive actions to prevent the emergency of new IPOB leaders following the arrest of some of his self-acclaimed leaders. He urged President Tinubu to act swiftly by extraditing Simon Ekpa, a prominent figure linking to IPOB activities, and to make a clear statement on resolving the crisis. He argued that offering amnesty to IPOB members, similar to the Niger Delta Amnesty Program, would help escalate tensions. discourage further violence, and prevent the emergence of new factions. Chukwu further suggested that the establishment of a Southeast Development Commission to rehabilitate IPOB members who surrender their arms as part of an amnesty program. This initiative, he said, would address the social economic issues fueling unrest in the region, creating opportunities for reintegration and development. He expressed optimism that these measures would not only restore normalcy but also secure Tinubu's legacy. You will be recognized alive and you will be remembered in death, Chukwu stated. He noted that resolving the Southeast crisis would end the destructive sit-at-home protest and the associated violence, paving the way for sustainable peace and economic growth. Chukwu's recommendations underscore the need for a multi-faceted approach to address long-standing grievances in the Southeast while promoting national unity. You see, this is what we are saying. What do you have to say on this? Feel free to drop your opinions in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and say your opinion, my brothers and sisters. In the comment section, you are free to subscribe to this channel, share, love, like. God bless Nigeria. Thanks and God bless. Amen.